Hello and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. Then goes until 5 a.m. Then just about a little earlier, and then 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. We are today talking about liberation and productivity. What is the connection between liberation and productivity? Really interesting topics today. We're just touching and rolling. We're a bit behind schedule, so we're going to touch and roll quickly here. Um, if you're new to the show, you can go to productivethroughjoy.com. See about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. We also offer, of course, live one-on-one productive through joy coaching and consulting to folks trying to upgrade their level of individualized productivity. So go to productivethroughjoy.com. Holla at us, all right? Today we're talking about liberation and productivity. What is the tie between liberation in its various modes of, that's my co-host laughing off screen here, liberation and productivity. So we're going to be quick today. So we really just have one point to make, but let me first give you a quick brief bio about me. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller, Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. That book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called My People, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel America, which is out right now, which is very exciting. Look for that in bookstores everywhere on Third World Press. A book about America. It's called America. That may be an insight into the book's focus about identical twin sons, one of whom gets vitiligo, the skin condition that makes people lose their pigmentation and splotches. You may have seen people who suffer from that particular condition. I'm also the board president of the World Stage, a 501c3 nonprofit here in Los Angeles. It's a jazz and literature venue. 7 days of amazing programming. Go to theworldstage.org to learn more about that organization. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate, my master's from UCLA, and my PhD in English Lit from the University of California at Riverside. I'm currently a professor of English literature at LMU here in Los Angeles. I'm an expert at being productive, all right? I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I'm the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, then subsequently gave me up for adoption to an amazing single divorcee. Yet at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Difficult times for the young MD, yet as Cool Modi famously said, "Ha, you like me now." And if I can be this productive, guys, through joy, many of us can be the same or similar. So thanks for being here. Again, go to productivethroughjoy.com. On the morning show, we like to also talk about framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you, kind of starting your day with some type of a morning ritual. So we talk about meditation or walking. We individualize it to individuals' schedules, belief systems, etc. But as a part of my own morning reading, I'm reading 3 books right now. Let me say a few words about that. So in the mornings I wake up at 3:30, which is hella early. I read a couple of spiritual business books. I do our show typically at 4:45 here. Then I work on my current novel until sunrise. At sunrise I go out to the beach to meditate, pray, do yoga, then come back, work on my current book a while longer, then go back to the beach, run up the coast, past Santa Monica, all the way back here to Venice to go to my gym, go to the gym. So by basically 10:30, I'm feeling amazing. We're not saying do what I do. We help people to do what they can do, kind of given the constraints of their schedule, time, etc. From those 3 books I'm reading now, one is called Owning the Moment, one is called, which is a great book, one is called Cash in the Flash, a really powerful book about kind of spirituality and how would you say, entrepreneurial exploits, and one is called The Nag Hammadi Reader. So from those books I extract some wisdom, which I call the morning chant. Today's morning chant is, as a meditating natural mystic, I passionately and courageously commune with God, then let art, liberation, and justice manifest. And so I think about that, place it on my phone, reach out to folks in my life and live that. So, and then also, of course, create the morning and afternoon shows based upon that topic, all right? So that is today's morning chant. Let's dive into the topic today. We have really one main point to make on this rushed, fast-talking morning show today, is liberation. So liberation comes in many forms. There's financial liberation, not being tethered to kind of a paycheck-to-paycheck existence. There's emotional liberation, not being caught in your past. There's liberation from bad relationships, which I know many of us can deal with, understand, and deal with have dealt with some of the fallout from that situation. there's kind of spiritual liberation, being able to really tap into release oneself from maybe some uh, well-meaning but misconceived teachings you were taught about spirituality. So all those things tied to liberation, and we're here to say that liberation needs to be a priority. And we help individuals, for example, think about the concept of liberation and how that can enhance one's life. All right, and so the point is, you want to make liberation a priority. Like that needs to be on your mind. If you're looking to elevate to the next level of productivity, you want to be thinking about how do I liberate myself from having to be at a single place to take care of my family, or how do I liberate myself from my past, which at times is a major difficulty for many of us. All right, so boom, there goes the dynamite. We're going to end there in this short version of today's show because we are rushing out into the world right now. Thanks for being here. You can go to productivethroughjoy.com. Look for me at bookstores and readings near you. Americus is out now. Look for it everywhere. Also, tonight, I also have a radio show, which I didn't mention, called Beautiful Struggle. It's part of a great collective. There'll be tonight's show will be about the new Supreme Court pick Kavanaugh. Whoa. So that show airs each Tuesday night on 90.7 FM KPFK here in Los Angeles, or worldwide on www.kpfk.org. Look for that tonight, 7 p.m. West Coast time. All right, so until we see you tomorrow morning at this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.